Hello everyone. Ni here, so today, training will be our topic. This topic is important to study because while in organization, you will be undergoing too many trainings to keep yourself updated. So, let's see the flow of presentation and start the session. We will begin with introduction of topic, see its importance, benefits, types, and impediments to it. Introduction starts with definition. Training definition. Employee training and development implies a program in which specific knowledge, skills, and abilities are imparted to the employees, with the aim of raising their performance level, in their existing roles, as well as providing them learning opportunities, to further their growth. Training programs have very specific and quantifiable goals, like operating a particular piece of machinery, understanding a specific process, or performing certain procedures with great precision. In recent years, training and development has emerged as a formal business function, an integral element of strategy, and a recognized profession with distinct theories and methodologies. More and more companies of all sizes have embraced continual learning and other aspects of training and development as a means of promoting employee growth and acquiring a highly skilled workforce. Let me tell you why training is so important. Importance of training. Why is training important? What are the important aspects of training and why most companies are including it in their business functions? Let's check it out. Represents ongoing investment in employees, and recognition that employees are assets. Rapid technological changes cause skill obsolescence. Redesign of work brings need for new skills. Mergers and acquisitions have increased need for integrating employees into different cultures. Globalization of business requires new knowledge and skills. Now let us throw some light on the types of training that are given to employees taking into consideration their role and situation. Training is mainly divided into two types, i.e., on-the-job training and off-the-job training. Let us see their types. On-the-job training. It is the responsibility of supervisors and managers to utilize available resources to train, qualify, and develop their employees. On-the-job training, OJT, is one of the best training methods because it is planned, organized, and conducted at the employee's work site. OJT will generally be the primary method used for broadening employee skills and increasing productivity. It is particularly appropriate for developing proficiency skills unique to an employee's job, especially jobs that are relatively easy to learn and require locally owned equipment and facilities. Morale, productivity, and professionalism will normally be high in those organizations that employ a sound OJT program. Job instruction training. Job instruction training or JIT is a form of simple on-the-job training where a new employee is trained step by step by a supervisor or an assigned coworker. This kind of training usually exists for jobs requiring manual skills such as factory workers. The jobs require relatively low skills and hence can be taught in a simple step-by-step procedure. Job instruction training can be provided on a one-on-one basis as well as one-to-many. JIT is also used to train existing workers about new technology. Coaching. Coaching is a good way to train your new recruit. It is role-specific and seeks to comprehensively train your new employee on the duties of their role. It will also highlight what is required of them to work efficiently and successfully in the team and wider business. The coach can be a manager, subject matter expert, researcher, or team member, but the central part of this on-the-job training technique is that it is conducted one-on-one, and seeks to increase the new recruit's knowledge and practice, improving confidence and competence. Mentoring programs. Mentoring is a mutually beneficial training technique in which a more senior staff member provides support and guidance to a new staff member. In addition to technical training and support, mentors also tend to provide emotional advice and support to new recruits. This is important for onboarding as it helps to effectively develop bonds between staff of varying departments, fostering cohesion throughout the business. A strong mentoring program has the capacity to build an organization that feels truly supported professionally and connected personally. It is, however, important that mentors and ments are partnered appropriately, according to a combination of personality type, skill, role, and career journey and aspirations. It's also essential that regular catch-ups and reviews are conducted to monitor progress, ensuring that the relationship is both positive and productive. Strong mentor-mentee relationships can also inspire and encourage employees to apply for more senior roles within the organization, as they better understand what their mentor does and how to progress internally. In this way, mentoring can promote employee retention and help to develop staff with extraordinary knowledge that extends far beyond their own role and team. Job rotation. Job rotation involves the movement of employees from one job to another, so that they can attain the understanding of different functions and processes of an organization. In addition, to release boredom, it allows employees to build a rapport with a wide range of individuals within the organization, which further facilitates cooperation among the departments. The cross-trained workforce provides the organization a great amount of flexibility when transfers, promotions, or replacements become inevitable. Job rotation may create numerous serious problems when the trainees are shifted to various jobs very frequently. In such a situation, the trainees do not get enough time to explore and learn one phase of a particular operation and develop a strong degree of expertise. Further, it would create a situation of chaos for the trainees when they are exposed to rotating managers, having contrasting styles of operation. Apprenticeship training. It is one of the oldest forms of training. The new worker, is appointed as an apprentice. He is placed under the charge of a qualified senior worker. The apprentice learns the methods of work by observing and assisting his senior. In skilled trades, apprenticeship training is the most common. Electricians, machine men, and plumbers usually learn their jobs through such training. The period of apprenticeship may be different from job to job. It may be anything between 2 and 5 years. During apprenticeship, the worker is paid less salary than a trained worker. The government too has taken measures to safeguard the interests of apprentices, including regulating their wages, hours of work, insurance, etc. Committee assignments. Committee assignments refer to the method in which the trainees are asked to solve an actual organizational problem. In committee assignments, trainees have to work together in a team and offer solution to the problem. This method of training helps the trainees to develop team spirit to achieve a common organizational goal. Off-the-job training. Off-the-job training methods are conducted in separate from the job environment, study material is supplied, there is full concentration on learning rather than performing, and there is freedom of expression. Important methods include vestibule training. Vestibule training is a term for near-the-job training, as it offers access to something new, learning. In vestibule training, the workers are trained in a prototype environment on specific jobs in a special part of the plant. An attempt is made to create working conditions similar to the actual workshop conditions. After training workers in such condition, the trained workers may be put on similar jobs in the actual workshop. This enables the workers to secure training in the best methods to work and to get rid of initial nervousness. During the Second World War II, this method was used to train a large number of workers in a short period of time. It may also be used as a preliminary to on-the-job training. Duration ranges from few days to few weeks. It prevents trainees to commit costly mistakes on the actual machines. Role-playing. Each trainee takes the role of a person affected by an issue and studies the impacts of the issues on human life and/or the effects of human activities on the world around us from the perspective of that person. It emphasizes the real-world side of science and challenges students to deal with complex problems with no single right answer and to use a variety of skills beyond those employed in a typical research project. In particular, role-playing presents the student a valuable opportunity to learn not just the course content, but other perspectives on it. The steps involved in role-playing include defining objectives, choose context and roles, introducing the exercise, trainee preparation/research, the role-play, concluding discussion, and assessment. Types of role-play may be multiple role-play, single role-play, role rotation, and spontaneous role-play. A major weakness of the role-playing techniques is that it is not easy to create an actual problem situation. There is often an element of drama, rather than realism in such scenes. The participants too may often overact their roles as they are convinced that there is not going to be any adverse fallout in real terms. It is also time-consuming and expensive. Lectures and conferences. Lectures are the traditional and direct method of instruction. Every training program starts with lecture and conference. It's a verbal presentation for a large audience. However, the lectures have to be motivating and creating interest among trainees. The speaker must have considerable depth in the subject. In the colleges and universities, lectures and seminars are the most common methods used for training. Lecture courses may help to impart knowledge as also develop analytical abilities among workers. Large organizations may employ qualified and trained persons to conduct specific lecture courses for different categories of workers. However, a small undertaking which cannot afford the expenditure can avail the services of experts working at educational and professional institutes for the purpose. Conferences and discussion. Conferences provide an occasion for formal interchange of views among employees of different organizations. Here, proposals or ideas developed by speakers are thrown open for discussion by PA participants to derive consensus. Seminars and workshops organized by educational institutions and professional institutes may also be of great help in training business personnel. In India, there are a number of local management associations, functioning under the aegis of All India Management Association, which organizes management development programs from time to time. The conferences/discussion approach refers to the training method in which the trainer delivers a lecture and initiates a discussion with the trainees to clear their work-related doubts. In large organizations, a trainer uses audiovisual aids to conduct conferences and discussions. The examples of audiovisual aids are blackboards, mock UPS, and PowerPoint presentation slides. In some cases, lectures are recorded so that they can be used to train the other batches of trainees to save time and effort. Even the trainee's presentation can be recorded for self-confrontation and self-assessment. E-learning and programmed instructions. E-learning refers to a sequential or procedural method of learning supported by electronic media. An e-learning module normally does not have an instructor, and the knowledge and information is transferred through various tools, such as the Internet. In addition, it comprises knowledge pools and virtual classrooms. Such learning may be self-initiated or encouraged by an educationist to overcome the geographical and time boundaries. E-learning is not user-friendly for everyone. For example, generally, people in their late 40s and above are not very tech-savvy, therefore, they may not consider e-learning a very good option. Programmed instructions represent the most popular training method, in which the trainees are trained to perform a sequential task or procedure, such as operating the machines. The core feature of this method is the participation by trainees and reception of the immediate feedback, where trainers can evaluate whether the trainees' responses are correct or not. This method uses programmed books, illustrations, printed materials, and diagrams to train the trainees. Now that we know different types of trainings, let us go through its benefits. Benefits of training. The benefits of training for organization and employees are as follows. For organization, training and development program facilitates better utilization of an organization's resources, i.e. men, machine, material, and money. It ensures less wastage, with respect to resources and time. When a worker is skilled and trained enough, the amount of wastage will be less, as well as the learning time will be reduced, and the work will be performed in very less time. It improves the performance of the employee, which results in increased profitability. The employees learn new and improved methods of performing an activity, which helps the organization to survive, compete, and grow in the market. It results in a reduction in employee turnover, idle time, and absenteeism. It develops a positive attitude in employees towards the work and organization, as well as boosts their morale, which helps them adapt themselves to the changing environment. For employees, An individual focus more on career than a job. And so, the skills and knowledge acquired from the training add to their resume. Improved performance is a sort of motivation for an individual which encourages them to perform much better than before and contribute to the organization's success, which ultimately increases their incentives. When an employee is trained enough, he/she will handle any situation or problem and deal with the challenges in a better way. Training makes workers machine or equipment friendly, which reduces the number of accidents during the process. It helps the employee to stay up to date with the technological changes. It results in job satisfaction and boosts employees' morale. Training is often imparted to middle or low-level employees. In contrast, the development programs are specifically designed for the employees working in higher positions in the organizational hierarchy. Impediments to effective training. The most common issues in training and development can seriously hamper your training return on investment, ROI. Few of them are listed below. Lack of commitment. Corporate trainers generally allow for frequent breaks that allow participants to touch base with the office as needed. If the classroom's collective mind is on their inbox instead of the PowerPoint, however, the training is likely to be ineffective. Trainers have to demand a commitment from participants to remain engaged when the class is in session, and avoid generating a situation in which trainees are constantly parading in and out of class thanks to ringing cell phones. Inadequate budget allocation. Facilitation, equipment, venue hire, and the cost of employees' time, those hours add up, all make training an expensive undertaking. Training budgets tend to be small, while training demands are always steep. What further contributes to challenges in training and development is when a strained budget also needs to incorporate travel and software costs. Universities award only degrees, not skills. Universities should have course division in such a way that the students not only get theoretical knowledge but also gets practical knowledge too. But that is not the scenario. The universities are only giving bookish knowledge to students and do not provide them with any skills. Thus, when the students join corporate world, they are unaware about anything and work efficiency is at stake. Poaching of trained workers. Poaching is trying to allure an efficient employee of other company by paying more salaries and asking them to join your company. When a training takes place, the company invests too much of its resources to give desired skills to their employees. The poachers identify those efficient employees and recruits them. This results in total waste of resources the present company did invested on them, due to which training goes in vain. That's all I wanted to talk about training today. We will be concluding the session hence. I hope you find it useful and informative. Thank you.